YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another video on the channel. EA have just released the new World Cup Showdown cards for the France versus Morocco game. Before we jump into it, guys, let me know in the comment section down below your score predictions for the France versus Morocco game. But you guys know how we do this. We're going to go ahead and look at the SBCs in a bit more detail. We're going to see the cost of the SBCs and see whether or not the cards are worth completing. If you guys do enjoy these kinds of videos, go ahead and smash the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel as we are on the road to 300 subscribers. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. We have Youssef En-Nesyri and then also Youssef Fofana. So France versus Morocco. We're going to start off with En-Nesyri. So let's go ahead and see the requirements for the SBC. We can see that we need an 84 rated team with an 86 and 85 and then also a La Liga player. So that's going to cost you roughly 40 to 50,000 coins to complete. So pretty cheap, but you know, we have to look at the card first to see whether or not is it worth investing 40,000 coins into En-Nesyri. We can see that he's an 86 rated striker from La Liga, high work rates. Not the greatest for a striker. Personally, I prefer my strikers to have high medium work rates. High might be a bit of trouble, especially if he does keep dropping back. 3-star skill moves with 4-star weak foot, also not the greatest. 4-star weak foot is pretty decent, but 3-star skill moves, I feel like skill moves are so important this year in FIFA, just like in previous FIFA. So 3-star skill moves, that's a bit of a letdown. If we go ahead and look at his alternative positions, we can see that he can play center forward. Doesn't really change much, but you can manipulate your formation just a bit to fit him in if you need to. And then if we go ahead and look at the attribute details, we see 86 pace, 87 shooting, 70 passing, 84 dribbling, 40 defending, and then 83 physical. So at first glance, the card doesn't look like the most mental card, if I'm being completely honest. 83 acceleration with 89 sprint speed is really good for a striker. His finishing and his shooting is probably where the card excels the most. 90 finishing, 89 attacking positioning, 90 shot power. Really good stuff on the En-Nesyri card. And then he does have 70 passing, which isn't the highest, but if we go ahead and look at short pass, we can see that it is 82. So not that big of a deal, to be honest. 69 long passes, you're not really going to be sending long passes with En-Nesyri. He'd be the type of player to receive those long passes. And then if we go ahead and look at his dribbling, he does have 84 dribbling, 85 agility, 80 balance, 87 reactions. Pretty good dribbling stats for him. He is 6'2", so maybe personally I would have thought that he would have been a bit more clunky and that his dribbling wouldn't be as high. But in this case, we can see 85 agility and 80 balance, which is pretty good. You can always bump it up with the chemistry style. 40 defending, not going to be defending with En-Nesyri, but he does have 95 heading accuracy, which is really good for crossing if that's the style of football that you play in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. And then he also does have 83 physical, which is another stat where he really does excel. 93 jumping, 82 stamina, 83 strength, and 84 aggression. Really good physical stats for the En-Nesyri card. And then if we go ahead and look at his player traits, he's a speed dribbler. Okay, something that I did not expect. En-Nesyri does have speed dribbler and then also the power header, which is something that I would have expected. So a pretty decent card overall. You're looking at around, like I said, 40 to 50,000 coins to complete, give or take, depending on the fodder that you do have in the club. So En-Nesyri, pretty solid SBC. If the card does end up getting upgraded with the +2, if Morocco do end up going to the finals of the World Cup, could be a pretty solid card for only 40,000 coins. But let's go ahead and look at Youssef Fofana next. Gives me N'Golo Kante vibes from the start. For this one, you do need an 85 rated team with an 87 overall rated player and a player from League 1. So that's going to cost you roughly around 70,000 coins to complete, maybe 60 depending on the fodder that you do have in your club. Let's go ahead and look at the card in a bit more detail. An 86 rated center defensive mid from League 1. Medium high work rates for a CDM is perfect. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, not the greatest, but he isn't that type of player to really be really good at skill moves or having a really good weak foot. He doesn't seem like the most technically gifted player, if that makes sense. And then he can also play center mid, which isn't going to change much again. He does have a very well-rounded card, as we can see. 79 pace, 76 shooting, 82 passing, 84 dribbling, 84 defending, and 86 physical. Like I said, guys, kind of like N'Golo Kante vibes. 79 acceleration with 79 sprint speed is really good. 76 shooting is pretty decent for a center defensive mid. You're not really going to be put into situations where you do have to shoot with Fofana, but if you do end up playing him as a center mid, then maybe he will get a few more chances. 86 short pass, 85 long pass is fantastic. 84 dribbling with 81 agility and 83 balance, so he's pretty quick on and off the ball as well. 84 defending with 85 interceptions, 86 stand tackle, and 82 slide tackle is also really solid. And then 86 physical, 91 stamina, 79 jumping, 85 strength, and 86 aggression, excuse me. The card is very, very well balanced. If France end up going through in the World Cup final, this card is going to be absolutely insane. For 60, 70,000 coins, depending on how much you end up spending for him, this card could be pretty meta, not gonna lie. Player traits, Fofana does not have any player traits, which doesn't really add anything to the card. But what I want to do right now, guys, is I do have a list where I can tell you guys a bit of alternatives that you can use if you don't want to use these cards. For Youssef En-Nesyri, like we said, roughly 40,000 coins. You can go ahead and get Inform Angel Correa off of the market, 20 to 25,000 coins. The card is absolutely insane. It's currently the most used special card in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team. And yeah, he's pretty much everyone's super sub at the moment. And then you also have Morientes, his hero card. His base hero card is not the most mental card, but it is still really good. And for only 35,000 coins, I feel that's a pretty decent card to use if you don't end up using En-Nesyri. And then for Youssef Fofana, like we said, roughly 70,000 coins. This might be a bit more expensive. We do have Guendouzi, his new World Cup Phenoms card, roughly 130,000 coins, give or take. We have Adrian Rabiot, his storyline card, I do believe the yellow one. That one's also around 70 to 80,000 coins. And then you also have Sissoko Rule Breakers card. So a lot of alternatives for Fofana and then also for En-Nesyri that you can end up using. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, whether or not you guys would use any of these alternatives compared to En-Nesyri and for Youssef Fofana. Overall, the SBCs look fairly priced, and whichever card does end up getting the +2 upgrade is going to make it pretty mental in my opinion. If you guys did enjoy today's video, go ahead and smash the like button. Like I said, comment your score predictions down below for the France versus Morocco game, and then also consider subscribing to the channel as we are on the road to 300 subscribers. I've been your boy Booba. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video very, very soon. Peace.